All right, you guys, I want to talk to y'all a little bit about marketing and how powerful it can snowball. I've been marketing and building my barbershop business for 12 years, me and my business partners. And when we first started, we focused on free and organic marketing and advertising. We weren't doing no paid ads. We were doing as organic as possible. Sign guy, us out there by our flyers, cards, working with schools, trying to get involved in the community and using a lot of social media. We were marketing just like everybody else does. Most barbers will market themselves once a day with one form of content on Instagram. But we were doing a lot of things all at once. And so I want you guys to see this picture of what it can grow into if you realize how much bigger your marketing can be. And so myself, what I was doing, I was dependent on myself and marketing myself and my barbershop business. And so I was utilizing YouTube. I don't know if you guys remember, but YouTube was important. Instagram was important. Facebook was important. Hand out business cards. I was a hooper and I used to wear a shirt that said, I'm a barber with my phone number. Man, I wanted everybody to know that I was a barber and I was marketing myself, but we were also branding the barbershops. Headlines Barbershop, we were branding the heck out of it. We made sure we had like a cartoon character, kind of following the coattails of McDonald's and how toys and stuff like that attract kids. And usually kids, they bring their parents. So anyways, we were marketing our asses off. And what I realized looking back is there's levels, because it doesn't feel like I market more than I used to, but man, we're marketing way more. And let me give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So it used to be me holding a sign outside and recording YouTube videos, and nobody else would do it. And I started getting busier, and the shop started getting more notice, and traffic started coming in just from my efforts by myself and my business partner, Perez's. And then we started doing social media. I started doing the YouTube, documenting myself marketing, documenting trying to grow the business, but also showcasing the business. And so you got sign guy, you got trucks that we bought and we wrapped, because we figured instead of doing billboards and spending $1,200 a month on a billboard, we could spend $1,200 a month on a truck back then, wrap it, and it's the same cost, but we got a big, beautiful monster truck for $1,200. So we bought two of those. We wrapped a Supra, we wrapped a trailer, we wrapped a Titan. We had all of our cars wrapped, and we even offered to wrap some of our barbers' cars. And so you had 6 or 7 cars driving around the same area wrapped in Headlines Barbershop. So imagine the branding, the impressions that we were getting by having those vehicles driving around Tampa in the same areas, in the same 10, 15 mile radius. It started working. It started working. And then the barbers, seeing leaders in the company willing to hold a sign outside, other barbers started doing it. Seeing the YouTube channel started to take off. Some of our other barbers were asking me about YouTube. So we were setting people up with channels, and some of the guys started to actually going crazy with it. Fonz, I remember, hit 100,000 subs. Matt Gifted Hands, I remember, hit 100,000 subs. We were going crazy. And then the other barbers started doing it too. So they had like a bunch of micro channels, but all of it was pointing to headlines. And then some of the barbers had their own websites. And then we started doing SEO work and trying to rank on Google. And on Google, we were just showcasing what we was already doing. But the Google started to take off because I was on YouTube, backlinking headlinesbarbershop.com. I was we was going crazy with it. We started doing blogs. We started getting featured in newspapers. And you can see how, man, that starts to get some attention, but that's still not a lot of marketing, guys. So imagine you multiply that by 50 barbers, 100 barbers, willing to do even a fraction of what I'm willing to do, and you start to 30x the reach of your marketing. And then we started running paid ads. And at this point, we spend $3,000 to $4,000 a month just on Google ads. Just on Google ads for our barbershops. And that's like putting fuel on a fire that's already burning. But you have to start with those prerequisites. A lot of people want to skip those steps and wonder why one thing's not working as good as my thing is working. That holistic approach actually amplifies the results of all of your marketing and advertising efforts. And Google feeds off of Yelp. Yelp feeds off of Apple. Apple feeds off, you guys get what I'm saying? Like all these devices feed off of one another. They're dependent on one another. And so all of those efforts improve your overall results and lowers your cost of acquiring new customers. And so I want to show you guys, we just started running meta ads 4 days ago. 4 days ago, we started running meta ads because I was so focused on Google. It was working. It was printing. I'm running Google ads for 245, Google ads for some companies that I invested in. And all of it was going great. Why would I have to leave? Why would I look at anything else but other than Google? And so you know what? We decided Google is a separate sales channel. And the audience on Google, they are intentional. They're searching for a specific thing and you just want to get in front of them. Where on Meta, they're not intentional. They're not looking for a barber to book. They're scrolling through their timeline. And if you can catch their attention, they might book you. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going with Google because I just want people who are intentional, who want a haircut. And that did work really well. What else is working well? This sales channel with Meta. And so let me show you guys a little bit about the numbers. So in 4 days, I spent $185. We are in a testing phase, all right? And the results were for 185 bucks, 12 bookings. And you can see there's 10 bookings here. So this was an old campaign. You can see that it's turned off right now, all right? And it was just link clicks because I was trying to feed data into a brand new ad account. This is a brand new ad account. And so what ended up happening, once I started to get enough conversions, all right, I then started going after conversions, all right? And there's a whole, listen, don't just start running ads if you don't know what you're doing. You have to know how to collect data. You have to know how to create funnels. You have to be able to track a customer's journey from the time they click on your ad to the time that they actually book and that booking is confirmed. And most of y'all have no clue what you're doing when it comes to that. So don't just go run and turn on meta ads and then wonder why you're not seeing the same results, okay? But anyways, guys, in 4 days, we spent 185 bucks and we got 12 bookings. $12 is the average ticket in our company. We know that because our people track their numbers, okay? And so if that's our average ticket, that means that we spent $184 to make $500. Now that's a good deal. That's a good deal. That's not horrible. It's not great. It's about a 2.5 to 2.8x ROAS. And that's actually good. That's decent for marketing, except as barbers, we have an advantage. And most barbers don't see it this way because although this is my average ticket, my customers are retained, baby. I keep my customers, my clients. Our barbers lock them in. So we don't go by average ticket because that's just a one-off thing. We go by the annual customer value, the expected annual customer value. And so we have to assume half of these bookings will come back and become a customer with an ACV. And we know that our ACV is about $700 a year. So essentially what we really did was take 50% of these bookings. And I know at this point, I'm just pulling things out of thin air, but I think that's pretty conservative to say we retain half of these bookings because there's no offer with any of these conversions. There was no offer. It's literally just look at us, Premier Barbershop, get a quality haircut. There's no discounts, all right? And so imagine if there was a discount, it'd be even better, but I don't need to do better. I need to do qualify. And these customers, even if half of them become clients at $700 ACV on average, now the numbers are even crazier because now we spent $185. Let's do the math. What is 6? Because we're just going to count half of these bookings are going to become clients. All right. I think that's pretty conservative. If you disagree with me, that's okay. I can tell you that our guys retain and it's probably a lot better than that number. So anyways, let's say our average ticket is $700, which it is, times 6. That's $4,200 in ACV. So essentially, we invested $185 into ourselves, ads, and we created in the long term, in a year, $4,200 in revenues. Now you tell me, would you do this? Would you trade $185 for $4,200 in annual revenues? And if you can retain more than 6, it's even better, baby. It's even better. If you're in the mentorship and you haven't gone through the 2.0 program, the new program, get back in there, log into school, go to the classroom, and go through the program, all right? All of our live recordings are here. You start here, all All right. And you're going to start here to really understand the new platform and all the new content. It's a lot of new stuff in here. And then your journey begins here at number 1. You guys can see we have different modules. All right. Your marketing machine begins here. We have SEO. We have client nurturing, link building. And then would you look at this content creation machine? Because you got to do that. You got to be able to make content. And then we're going to scale with paid ads. The blueprint is here. The roadmap is here. All of the guerrilla marketing and the traditional marketing that we did, it's here. All of the foundational organizing of your business is here. Because once you're able to create a clientele, you got to be able to nurture it, and you got to be able to manage your business like a real business if you want it to grow. And then we're going to go into content creation mastery, systems that I create to literally print content. And then we're essentially testing those contents on social media. And then we're gauging the ones that work, and we're creating our ads with it. And then once we've done that, we should be seeing more revenues than we've ever seen in our careers. And now it's time to invest, baby. And you have all kinds of investment courses here, because that's what I do now. Most of the time, I'm investing. I'm building businesses. I'm buying real estate, creating products, and helping other businesses do the same. So guys, if you've been in the mentorship, we've had the mentorship for about 3 years. If you've been in the mentorship, you're an alumni, and you have not tapped in to the 6-Figure Barber Mentorship 2.0, you're missing out. There's a lot of new, fresh content in there. Come on, man, let's get it. Let's make this an amazing year.